What is up, guys? It's Chris here with Grinding It Up Part 24. For those of you that read my thread on 2 plus 2, which I'll link in the description for future reference, you'll know that I've taken a break this week due to stuff happening in personal life, that sort of thing. And when stuff's happening that you need to think about and deal with in your personal life, playing poker is not a good idea. And I don't want to be silly about this challenge. Sure, it's not like losing a $5 here or there really affected me at all, but because this is obviously just the challenge bankroll, I want to take it as seriously as I would any poker I play. Every time I sit down for poker, whether it's to play, like a 2NL cash game or like the Sunday Million, I always want to take it as seriously as possible. Because I think that's just a good way to work. And so I decided I'm going to take 1 week off to clear my head, sort things out, and then I'm going to come back and be refreshed and renewed, because I know that if I'd have played for the last week, I would have gone on tilt a lot more than usual, and as a result, we'd probably be quite a bit down from where we are, because I did used to have a problem with tilt, and I managed to get on top of it mostly. But when I'm going through something difficult or got a lot to think about, it sort of comes back a bit. So that's just about knowing myself more than anything else, and I decided to take a week off. But I'm back now, should be able to do my regular videos again. So I played today, about 800 hands, something like that. And we managed to make, it was pretty good, about like 1050 maybe, something like that. Would have been a lot more, but we ran queens into aces pre-flop. Seems to be happening a lot. I'm thinking I might just start not stacking off with queens pre-flop, maybe just calling 4-bets. I don't know, it's difficult because it seems that most people at this level are only going in with aces and kings. Every time I have queens, I seem to run into a better hand. So, I don't know. Whereas people, in higher up the chain are more capable of going in with a wider range, more capable of certainly 4-5-bet bluffing, stuff like that. So we'll see. I might just start playing queens a bit more cautiously, because they've got me into a bit of trouble in that regard so far. So yeah, we would have been a lot more up. One of my biggest pots, it was like, okay, it wasn't that, it was like a $6 pot, because the guy was quite short already. So he had like $3 to start off with, and he raised on the button, and I bluff 3-bet. I thought he was really weak because he was raising a lot of buttons, so I went for the 3-bet in the small blind with ace-4 offsuit, just because I felt like I could take it down a lot there. He called, and I get hit top 2 pair on the flop. It's just like, that's probably quite rare with ace-4 offsuit. And yeah, I managed to get it in against ace-jack, and dodge the outs. So that was all nice. It's nice when you start off a hand bluffing and then you accidentally catch a monster. And hopefully that's something along the lines of what we're going to do here, except maybe we can just catch a monster without having to bluff. But the question I want to ask myself here is which table to play. Been doing 6 max today, but I really want to. I've only done like 2k hands at 9 max, a full ring at 5-0, so I might do a bit of that. Let's go for it. Let's go. Bum, bum. There we are. Gives me an opportunity to talk through some stuff, look at hands more in depth. So the pace is, obviously the toss-up is it's going to be a slower video pace, because there's less hands obviously happening per hour, that sort of thing. So yeah, we can, while these are loading up, let's just check on, so our bankroll's at 193, only $7 away from reaching up 10NL. We claimed the Stellar Award, which I've got sitting in separate changeover in my GBP account on this one. I'm not sure whether we are going to be including the Stellar Award in the challenge here. Obviously, I mean, the reason you might want to be doing that is because this, for me, is not my main account. It's not the account I play all my poker on. So every bit of poker I've played on this account is for this challenge, which sort of makes me feel like I deserve to put in the extra $10. $10 is quite a lot for the bankroll, you know. But then, I don't know. I sort of feel like it would be a little cheaty. I'm not sure why I feel that, but I just feel like it would be. So I'm refusing to make a decision on it at the moment. I've just got it stuck over here, and I'll have a think about that. Let me know if you think I should or not. In the comments below, I'll take that into consideration. And we've got 378 FPPs. We're needing 500 to get the step 1 ticket. 650 for the step B ticket, and 700 for the Sunday Storm or Big 11. I don't think we're going to be reaching the 700, I'm going to be honest. We might reach enough for the step 1 ticket, 500. That's a possibility for sure. But definitely once we get up to 10 NL, which really shouldn't take long now, I'm hoping to definitely do that in a couple of more days. We should be able to quite safely hit the Sunday Storm every week then, with 700. Oh, it's a nice hand. On the button, Ace Queen suited. Because I've been playing so little at full ring, I don't have many reads on the player pool here. I've got a lot of reads on this guy, Gonorama. He's real tight. He's real tight. And who else have we got reads on? We've got a few on this guy and this guy. It's not showing up down here yet. That's what I was afraid of. I'm not happy. I mean, I'm actually considering fold. If this was offsuit, I would fold. But I feel like the suited and the fact that we've got the position on him allows us to make this call. But yeah, he's raising a strong range. But a lot of it is stuff like 9s, 10s, jacks, stuff like that. He might be raising ace jack there as well. So it's sort of like we're playing fid or fold with this guy, you know, we're not going to get into trouble. If we hit our ace queen or clubs, we're going to go for it. I don't want to really fall into any sort of trap with this guy. I mean, he's just so tight, and we've got a decent sample on him now. Now this guy bets. I want to know what Gonorama had here, because I was putting on a massively strong range. You know, basically just 8s plus perhaps, and ace jack plus, I guess, maybe even tighter. Interesting. Queens. That's ahead of anyone's range. So we're raising, and we're definitely stacking off against this guy. We don't get any action. Obviously, you want action with queens. Although a little bit too much action can be scary. I think with 3 players left to act in position against 2 of them, we can raise queen jack off. Didn't want that. Well, this is a clear fold now. I was hoping we were going to get past him, and then we can play pot in position. Or even steal the blinds. That's what I was hoping for, basically. Doing a bit of stealing, thieving. But no, we can't call that. That's a recipe for disaster calling there. Out of position with connectors, but hands that are often going to be dominated with, you know, ace, queen, king, jack, although I don't even think he's doing that with king, jack. Actually gonna, yeah, I'm gonna raise this. I just want to get a feel at the table quite early on here. So this guy's playing a couple of hands by looks of it. Doesn't get much better than that, does it? I mean, for sure, I'm getting everything in here. Absolutely. Top pair and the second nut flush draw. I think we're just going to shove it. I mean, if we're ahead, great. If we're behind, we've got loads of outs. He's got a set, so we've got outs. Yeah, he made his full house. Oh well. I just don't see how, I think that was just typical cooler, you know. We can't get away from that hand with such a short stack there. And if only the board hadn't paired, eh? If only the board hadn't paired. Oh, look at this. Aces versus aces. Oh, no. Funny when someone makes a flush. Well, actually, it's really gutting when someone makes a flush, I guess. You've got to feel. It does happen sometimes. It happened for the big 1-for-1 drop this year. Can't remember who exactly it was. It was, don't think it was on the final table. It might have been like the second final table. One of the players was a businessman, Corey Katz. Was that his name? Corey Katz? Something Katz. And the other guy was a young pro, Dringel. I'm not quite getting the right name. Remind me if you know who it is. But yeah, they both got it all in with aces pre-flop. And one guy made a 4-card flush, which I guess is a pretty gutting way to bust the tournament. No, that's a bad flop. He can easily almost have us beat there. Always, I think, is what I'm trying to say. He almost always has us beat. What's this guy calling with? Maybe I'm putting on like an overpair, perhaps. Yeah. If a scare card had come, like an ace or 10, something like that, anything like that, I might have been persuaded to put something on in, but no. No, we're just going to fold that. We have been running good throughout this challenge so far. We're above EV pretty significantly. So it's about time we started losing some situations where we're in a coin flip or where we're a bit of a dog. I guess, I don't know, what was, I guess we were like 2 to 1 against in that hand with the flush. 2 to 1 against, is that what we were? Yeah, about 2 to 1 against. Bit over 2 to 1 against. But yeah, you know. We ran into the very top of his range there. Unfortunately. I was hoping we'd actually have a king and also an 8 as outs. If he had a you know, a 1-pair hand, I was hoping for that, or like a worse 2-pair. And then we'd have the kings and 8s as outs as well. And that would actually, I think, make us... We'd either be flipping or we'd be a favourite. I can't remember the exact maths on that. But yeah, I was really hoping that. And the other thing I was hoping he had was the nut flush draw. Because obviously then we're a big favourite because we got the pair. Well, we're not a big favourite, but we are a favourite because we got the pair. So there were a lot of situations in which we could have been ahead there. But top pair and the flush draw is just too strong to fold there. Especially when it's the second nut flush draw. I mean, even to a full stacked guy, I'm probably getting in, but you know, I guess fortunately for us, he only had like half a stack, so it didn't cost us an overly ridiculous amount. God, we're not getting anything through today, are we? No steals. I'm trying to work out how many hands to do. I can't quite remember how long it's going to let me record for. Sort of thinking maybe we can do... Let's go with 100 hands maybe. We can do 100 hands. Yeah, now the reason I'm calling here is because if we hit a monster like a straight or a flush, we're going to get paid off by a lot of his range because he's got such a strong range there. From there, I'm putting him on a range of maybe jacks plus with ace king and ace queen. Yeah, I think that's fair enough range. I think okay, maybe tens as well. But I mean, like 9-7. That's real nit territory there with those stats. And it's a pretty decent sample, you know. But we completely missed that flop, and that smacks his range right in the face. So some sort of bluff raise there would be absolutely ridiculous. I would never be bluff raising this guy, to be honest, on any flop. I would never be bluffing at him. Yeah, right. Let's do 100 hands then. It's what, like 25 on each table or something. That sounds good for me. That works for me. Obviously, we're folding the 4-3 offsuit. It's pretty standard. Jack 9 suited, good hand, and we're getting a bit of a discount. So we'll see what happens, but I'd like to play this. Especially if there's multiple opponents, you know. It's kind of hand you want to play in a multi-way pot, but it's strong enough that we can play it on its own as well. Against one opponent, that is. And we're getting a discount, so let's just complete the big blind. Oh, come on. Give the crowd some excitement. The flops are not doing this at the moment. That's a fold from there. That's a fold. Aces. 2-5 suited. Oh, I might play that. We'll see. It's a fun hand. One of those funky little hands that I like a lot. No. I wanted to play it. I don't know if you tell. I really wanted to play it. I just had a feeling that the flop was going to be a fun flop. I love playing those little cards as well. Against better players, it works better, this tactic. But playing those little cards, no one ever like puts you on them. I mean, if there's a load of small cards on the board, no one can really. It's difficult to put me on like a big hand with like 2-5 suited. Well, this is standard raise from the button, ace-8 suited. Yes, and we get a steal through. It's a big moment. So yeah, I guess we're probably around 190 after that little upset. Which is fine by me, made like progress, made solid progress today, and we'll spend the next couple of days trying to get up to 10-0, I guess, just on that last stretch now. I'm not sure whether I'm going to get an episode out tomorrow. I'll definitely be playing tomorrow, but I'm not sure if there'll be an episode out. It's more likely that I'll just be kind of doing a little bit of playing and then maybe an episode on Monday. No, Sunday, because tomorrow's Saturday, of course. So we'll see how that works. Jack 4 suited. This is one of the hardest things. Interesting. I think we want the initiative in this hand, so I'm going to raise it. We can just try and take down it straight away as well. I feel like he's doing that with a small pair or something a lot of the time, so I don't want to just let him see a cheap flop, you know. If he's got a small pair, I want to make him pay the wrong price. Again, I really want to play this hand. Just get that feeling sometimes that there's a hand. I see a hand and I feel like the flop's going to be really good for it. Go on, call. I want to see what the flop was. Oh, this is going to come like 8-3-3, isn't it? Man, these hands. What you doing to me? Poker gods, what you doing? Oh, there's something. No 3 bets. We want to see the flop. No 3 bets. I can tell someone's just going to be like awkward and 3 bet me now. No? Are we going to perhaps even get this through? No? Okay. As long as you don't 3 bet. Gonorama. I'm starting to dislike you. Oh, I thought we were going to hit a set. We're going to check it back. Got showdown value. Oh dear, that's a terrible card. Okay. We'll take that. You're likely to think we don't have anything. And we'll just check it back. We're not really going to get called by anything worse. Oh, it's 7s. That's irritating. Oops, could have raised that. Oh well. Oh, that guy's just gone all in. Got some action here. I guess one of them must. I guess he must have like a set or something. I don't know. I don't think what else he got on that board. King 5, 2, 3. Fold that. Da, da, da. Could call there with connectors like that. Personally, I'm trying to play a little bit tighter though. God, let's go raise this. Well, we're not getting involved here. He's been raising more than I remember. Maybe we should adjust his range to account for him raising more. Because he can't have like fucking aces every hand, can he? Would make no sense. Okay, again, I'm getting a really good feeling about this hand. I'm gonna have to play this one. I'm gonna have to do it. Okay, we can call, we can call. I've actually got a legitimate hand this time that I feel it. I can just about resist the feeling when I have like 8-3. But with Queen 9 suited... Oh yeah, this is what we want as well, multi-way pot. It's good. Yeah, look at that now. Am I some sort of psychic? I think I must be. I just have this feeling, as I said. Have this feeling. Okay, make it 30. I'm just a genius. Oh no, is that a set? That min raise looks so suspicious. Oh, it's horrible. He could be doing it with ace queen, but wouldn't he have 3-bet ace? I don't know. He wouldn't have 3-bet ace queen. I want to make a full house. Can we make a full house? Oh, I hate that. I'm actually gonna call here. Am I gonna have to hero fold the river? But I've got blockers. Okay, he didn't. That just looks so. Do you know what I mean? That looks so suspicious. We could have got so much fucking value out of that as well. Ugh, I'm an idiot. That's what happens when you don't play for a week. The min raise just always seems to mean the nuts, though. Yeah. Yeah, I played that bad. I'll admit that one. That can be a mistake. go in the mistake column. I should have... okay, I think I played the flop and river a turn fine. I should have value bet the river, though. I'm annoyed at that. I really should have value bet the river. I was worried about like pocket sixes though. The reason I was specifically worried about pocket sixes was because there was already 2 people in the pot here. So him calling from, you know, him entering the pot with overcalling, so he, you know, with 2 people already in there, it usually means a hand that you want to see a multi-way flop with, right? So what hands have you got that want to see a multi-way flop? Suited connectors and small pairs. Now, I think if he's got a flush draw with the suited connectors, he's raising more than the minimum. The minimum raise is a value raise, you know. At this level, that's a value raise. He's raising for value. And seeing as we've got blockers to, you know, the Queen X hands. Actually, wow, that's a hot flop. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Do we want to raise or do we want to call? If he bets, that is, assuming he bets. He didn't bet, but I'm going to bet now. I think he's got a lot of aces in his hand. Actually, so maybe that was a dumb bet. I should have checked. Maybe not as many aces as I thought. Oh, I'm so annoyed about that. But I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I think that checking the river was actually okay. Because it did make sense for him. It made perfect sense for him to have pocket sixes. So maybe I'm okay with that. I don't think he's got an overpair, so I mean, assuming that he's never bluffing there, and I don't think he's ever bluffing when he min raises the flop. I mean, it just made me think, like, what hands has he got that he wants to get value from that badly? So I mean, yeah, I guess, you know, pocket sixes was actually just like a massive part of his range at that point. So maybe I'm okay with that. I mean, obviously, if I'd have had position, and he'd have checked to me on the river, I would then have value bet. But the fact that we were out of position sort of stuck the nail in the value coffin, if you know what I mean. We still want a bit, you know, but I think actually the more I think about it, the more I'm relatively happy. Let me know if you think I should have value bet there or not. I mean, to me it just made perfect sense for him to have sixes. Yeah, let me know. Ace Queen against Ace King. Ace King wins. Why does no one ever stack off against me with Ace Queen? It'd be really nice if they did. John Durr's just joined the table. I played with him a lot. He's a good player. So I'm not so happy about that turn of events. I think we're actually going to go for the kind of a bluff here. He looks quite weak at this point. Oh, that's not a good run out. Don't like the way that went. He's thinking. He's tinking, taking lots of time. We're going to start winding down things because I really don't think I'm going to be recording. Wow, okay. Well, we clearly picked the wrong time for that to happen. Yeah, I can't be thinking about this. Just a case of wrong moment syndrome. Seems like that's happened a lot during this recording, actually. But we've got a nice hand here, Queen Jack suited. Tight player raises, that's fine. Oh, stop shoving me out of hands. Ugh, getting really frustrated with this way the session's going. we're not getting a lot of good situations. And every time you get these hands you really want to play and you just can't. I know it would have flopped a straight or something there. It's just the way it goes. Because I had that feeling again. That feeling. And I'm sure that after that Queen 9 hand, none of you are doubting the feeling. Right, if these two guys piss off, then we can raise... Oh my god, seriously? Ugh. Yeah, I'm going to be disciplined. Let's get a nice hand on the end of it. Would have made 2 pair. Oh well. It doesn't look like we'd have got paid much on it anyway. If we did happen to make 2 pair. Come on, aces. Last hand aces. King 6 isn't quite what I had in mind there. Okay, so we're going to finish this up now then. Please don't be too bad. Okay, pretty much what I expected. So 190 is basically the figure we're going with. 190. And we're just going to kind of go from there, I think. $10 more until we can get up another level. I feel like I should do some more. We've done so much at 6 max 5 now. I feel like I should do some more kind of spreading around a bit. It's just I'm doing pretty nicely at the... I mean, like over 8k hands, I'm you know, doing pretty nice. 15.23. $60 in profit. $62 in profit pretty much. So yeah, you know, I'm feeling like it's going well in that respect. I swear I said sit out. Okay, so I will see you, if not tomorrow, then Monday, Sunday, because it's Friday today, Sunday. Yeah, as always, please like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, share with all of your poker-loving friends, and we can get this series going a bit more, as much as possible. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.